Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sister. So you've written into us about some difficulties that you're having in your marriage, especially relating to the trust that you have with your husband based on things that he's done in the past. A relationship without trust is obviously going to come with difficulties, and this is what you're hoping to overcome. Alhamdulillah, you're doing all the right things that you can to protect your marriage, and you said that this is important to you. You believe in the institution of marriage, and it sounds like you really want to do all you can to make it work. And obviously, from my perspective as well, I would always advise a couple to do the best they can to make a relationship work before they start looking at more drastic means. So I wouldn't advise you at this point to be thinking about divorce or anything yet, but do consider all the things that you can to try and make your marriage work. And there are a number of ways you can do this. Okay, so the main issue here is trust. One of the ways that you can increase the trust from two perspectives almost is to help to increase his own iman and his own connection with Allah, that he may fear Allah more. And if you know that he fears Allah more, then you're more likely to trust him, because you know that he's not going to go and do something that's going to be bad or that's going to result in some kind of punishment from Allah. So there are a number of ways that you can do this. So you might try, if I don't know how practicing he is at the moment, but continue to pray in front of him, invite him to pray with you, pray together, make dua together, do these things together and increase in your iman together. And this way you'll see him grow in his Islam as well, and again be confident that he's getting closer and closer to Allah. Maybe if you have some fasts to catch up on as well. Fasting obviously is a good way to restrain from the things that are causing the issues with trust. So maybe you can invite him to fast with you. So maybe have voluntary fast or fast to catch up from Ramadan. Invite him to join you. That way he'll be practicing the restraint that can stop these things that have been causing the trust issues. So this might be another way to go about it. Obviously continue to make dua. You might feel like Allah's not answering your prayers right now, that you're making these du'as time and time again and nothing's happening. But please, sister, do continue with that. Allah will answer when the time is right and in the best possible way. So continue with this. And then another way you can help him is if you have some friends that have pious husbands that you might invite around to your house, that you can obviously be with the sisters, and then he can be spending time with the brothers who you know will be a good influence on him, that will stop him and stand in the way of him doing things that will cause this mistrust between you. They will help him as well to get closer to Allah, because if they're good, pious people, you can be confident that he's in the company of good people that would not encourage the kind of thing that would spoil your relationship. So that's one thing. So that's one approach to increasing the trust, by increasing his closeness to Allah, that you will trust that he fears Allah enough that he won't do the things that cause problems with trust. But you can also be working on improving your own marriage, spending more time together, more quality time together, and increasing the love between you, almost rekindling perhaps what you would have had at the beginning of your relationship, and developing the love this way. Do things together, do fun things together, and develop this love and this trust right from the beginning and there as well. I don't know if you've spoken to him about what you've seen and how you're feeling, but this might be something that you might consider. And maybe this is not something that you feel comfortable to do right now, but maybe as the love between you increases and you see he's getting closer to Allah, maybe then you'll be more comfortable to do it. So maybe it's something for the future, but something to consider at some point when you're comfortable to. And then another option is to seek marriage counselling as well. It may be that you seek the traditional kind of marriage counselling, or ideally, if you can see an imam together, then it gives you both the chance to say what you want to say, for you to be able to speak comfortably and confidently in an environment where you know you're not going to be judged, and any advice you're going to be given, the two of you, is going to be from an Islamic perspective. And the imam would be able to advise your husband on his own actions and really kind of guide him with advice from the Quran and the Sunnah for him to be behaving appropriately to strengthen your marriage as well. So there are a couple of different approaches there that you can take in terms of helping him to increase his iman, but also developing the love between you as well. So may Allah make things easy for you and help to increase the love between you, and bring back the trust that you once had in your relationship. May He make you both the coolness of each other's eyes in both this life and the next. Ameen.